and gentlemen, I am here with Major Jim Taylor. What an amazing story. There are 78 Congressional Medal of Honor recipients, and Mr. Taylor is one of them. You know, we talk about valor, we talk about patriotism. You were in Vietnam, and there were, your group came under attack and almost in 3 separate occasions, and you're pulling guys out left and right from firefights. We don't want to get so much into that, but I really want to talk about what makes a person jump back in to save their buddies.
Well, in my case, you know, I trained these young men at Fort Hood, Texas. And when we left, I told their wives, their spouses, their girlfriends, I said, we're going over as a team and we're coming back as a team. All I could think about is bringing them back home. During the action, it was, I just remember saying, if the county is going to begin, let the county begin. But I'm getting these young men out of here, and we're getting out of here, and we're going home together.
So always going home together. I think it was Colonel Al Moore said, you know, first on the battlefield, last off the battlefield.
Yeah. Well, we have to accomplish the mission.
Right.
One thing we were going to do, but we're going to do it together. So it's just what makes a person do what they have to. Well, you do what you have to do.
Right.
And so when you see one of your fallen comrades, you go help them. And this is true, like what I mentioned to the kids in the school.
Yes.
You know, the values that are embodied in this great medal, which, as you mentioned, a couple of them, which is courage and sacrifice, selflessness, responsibility, patriotism, commitment, and integrity. It applies not only in people in uniform, but also individuals out of uniform, civilians. You have the same responsibility and obligation to uphold these values. And you do it because you know it's the right thing to do.
The Army.
You don't step back. So you take action. So, and they all woven with each other.
Pushing along, let him hear it.
Valor and sacrifice, but they all come together. Like, I'm coming to get you. If I see you hurting, I'm coming to get you.
Yeah.
And I don't care if it's popular or not. I'm doing it because I know it's the right thing to do.
Yeah. So how do you see that now for Americans? You go around talking to schools and you talk about the kids and parents about valor, about patriotism, about sacrifice. What do you see the responses for them today?
It's very good. I'm encouraged by our young Americans. I'm really encouraged by the men and women serving our country today. I have the privilege and the honor to visit with many of the wounded warriors, and every one of them, without exception, are wanting to go back with their buddies. They miss them. It's a camaraderie, it's a friendship, it's a love of each other that it's something lasting.
Yeah. You know, I found when I first joined, I signed up, very selfish reasons. You know, I wanted to run track, so that's why I signed up. But I found as I crossed the parade field at Fort Jackson, South Carolina after basic training, I got it. I understood the sacrifice of men and women, men like you, that had made to protect my freedoms. I just got a hook, line, and sinker and wanted to be a lifer. And so I say that to look at all the young men and women who are in uniform right now and how they're serving, and you say that, you know, those individuals have paid sometimes the ultimate sacrifice, and those that have lost limbs or have been injured. What do you see as far as them trying to return back to service, and the way the military is responding to those that are injured now and giving them the opportunity to do so?
Well, they are very fortunate today, young men and women
Coming
home now. There's so many avenues, so many people reaching out to help them. The Wounded Warrior program is just tremendous. The Disabled Veterans Organization are just so great. These young men and women today are being taken care of wonderfully, and it's rightfully so. The relationship, for example, between today and when I returned from Vietnam we didn't have that support. You guys have that support today, and it's wonderful. The men and women just have to accept that those hands reaching out for them, they have to accept them and grasp them and realize that I think we're trying to help them. And you've got to start with yourself. You've got to help yourself. And then accept the help that the people want to give you. So they are getting wonderful help, wonderful treatment. And I'm so proud of them. I can't say enough. They're wonderful people. You men and women today coming home, what I want you to do is take a good look at yourself in the mirror and realize that you are important and you have a lot to give to this great country. So you go forth and make it happen.
You go forth and make it happen. Go forth, baby. Inspire your world. Major Taylor's been such an inspiration. We thank him for his service to our country, this great nation. You know, look up the other Congressional Medal of Honor recipients and just kind of read through some of their stories about the value that really helps protect our freedoms over here. It's not really fighting for country or politics. It's fighting to get your buddies home. And when that first round goes off. So, and then later on we say, you know, we protected and defended the country against all enemies, foreign and domestic. But you know, when you're over there in the firefight and that first round goes off, you're fighting to get everybody back home and get them back home alive.
God bless you and God bless America.
God bless America.